He'll be here any minute.
I can't wait to see him.
Oi, settle down, will ya? Let's not get overexcited.
You lot haven't changed a bit. I know, because it's only been a month. Hey up, how do, lads? That's such a great way to make an entrance. Not...
Chapter 7. The Eagle Flies Again.
I never talk over those. I was just so excited to see Shawn Froste again. Such a casual reintroduction. It's good to have you back, Shawn. I hope you're feeling fully fit.
You recovered at record speed, I heard.
Well, forget football then. Make royalties off the Guinness World Records books. Too right. Watching you lot playing Argentina hurt a lot more than any crooked knee. It were agony knowing I couldn't help you out. I worked me socks off to get fit so we could take on the world together.
That's the spirit, Shawn. With you back on the team, no one could stop us. Pa, what are you so happy about? This means someone on the squad will have to be dropped.
You're right, Caleb.
Right, now that Shawn's back on the team, I'm going to have to let one of you go.
That's right.
Tod, you're off the team.
Wanted to build it up a little more, but you know, Tod is erased.
Oh.
That's not fair, Coach Travis. Todd's been working his socks off on the bench.
Do you want to win this championship or not? I've made my decision. Now, hit the pitch. It's time for training.
Come on, Todd. You're not going to take this lying down, are you? Talk to Coach Travis.
Cut it out, will ya? The last thing Tod needs is your sympathy. What he needs is a flight home. Let's head to the ground. We haven't got all day.
Kevin, why are you being so harsh on Todd?
Well, Kevin knows what he's talking about. After all, he wasn't picked for the team at first, but he didn't give up and kept training. Then when he'd upped his game, Coach Travis selected him to join us.
I get it. I can see why Kevin told me to go home. Listen, you lot. I'm gonna go back and train hard. Once I've worked on my skills, I'm gonna get back into the team. You'll see.
Todd!
Keep your chin up, Tod. Train hard. You'll be back here in no time. Except he won't.
Sorry, Tod. That were harsh. Well, make sure we win it for you. You'll see. Right, let's head back to camp and get training. Come on, Shawn. Forza Hide. If we don't hurry, we will miss the flight.
You're right.
And so, yep, we've lost Tod. Now be careful when you're adding Shawn Froste. You have to add him in over a blank space. Otherwise you might accidentally overwrite a player. Does he actually get added to the main squad? Yes, he's here. So we'll put him in. So you know what's happened now? Remember how when Kevin and Sanford joined the team and I was like, wow, we've barely got any defenders and now we've got even more forwards. Well, guess what's happened again? We've lost another defender. Admittedly, the weakest member of the team by far, but we've lost another defender and gained another forward. It's just fortunate that Shawn Froste is also a versatile player who can play in defence if you need him to. And in fact, I usually do have him in defence because we've got so many forwards and Shawn's got Snow Angel, which we didn't have a chance to use at all.
On the front page, Shawn's back to his old self. Or I should say, he's even better than his old self. He's moving faster and hitting the ball harder. We'll be unbeatable now.
Now, our next opponents are the American team, who go under the moniker of Unicorn. Excelling up front and at the back, they boast some of the most outstanding players of the tournament. Formidable opponents indeed.
Well, any team with Eric and Bobby on it is bound to be good. Right, they were both in amazing form when they won their first match against England. Who are Eric and Bobby? Oh, I forgot, you've never met them, Cammy. They were both on the Ryman team. I've known them since I lived in America as a kid. I guess you could call them old friends.
You guess? Jeez, don't be so... vague. I probably cut part of it out, but it took me 20 seconds to remember the word vague. And Cammy's having another heart attack based on that sound effect. Just based on looking at Mark. You're not meant to feel ill just for having a crush on someone. Oh, Cammy.
I'm fine. I just want to watch them training for a little longer.
And then that happens again. Maybe you should go home. You're not very well. Cam, don't overdo it just standing there. You're not even doing anything and you're falling apart. Get home. And Mark's offered her a piggyback, which has given her another flashback. And it's made her even more headachy. Cam.
Right, you lot. Let's knock off for now. Take a break and hit the pitch fresh for another session this afternoon.
Is Cam okay? Coach Travis took her to the hospital, right?
I'm worried about her too. She's had a lot of headaches recently, but that was the worst one yet.
She looks so serious sometimes, like she's got something on her mind. The Cam I know was always really chirpy and energetic.
That doesn't sound much like Cammy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the so-called Cam you're referring to is an entirely different person to the Camellia we know.
Yeah, well, perhaps, I suppose. To me, Cam will always be Cam. I don't know why, but when Cam's around, I feel like I could take on anyone. It's like being a kid again. When I was small, I'd just charge after the ball. I wasn't afraid of anyone. I don't want to be outdone by my younger self. That's how I feel when Cam's around.
It sounds like you and Cammy share a whole load of memories. That must be nice. Mark, we've still got a while before training begins. Do you want to go and visit Cammy in hospital? I think you can get to the hospital from Central Liocott. Let's go.
So indeed, there should certainly be a hospital on Liocott Island. It'd be pretty rough if there was no hospital whatsoever on the entire island, but that's where we're gonna go now. Somebody's been wearing a red bandana. I'm not sure what that's meant to mean, but we'll go to the hospital to check in on Cam, who I swear must be dying because she's ill a lot in this game. But here we are, even for a hospital, it's still tropical and fresh and lovely. It's all good to look at. I'll just dive into that treasure chest because I'm a nosy Parker and I can't just ignore it, even though I've got an audience who, I was about to say, don't care about the contents of the chest, but if it's Land Dragon, then that's not so bad at all. But we will head into the hospital anyway. Oh, I think I need to sack off school. I've got a stomach ache. Yeah, can you put me in the hospital? I was actually kind of reading what she was saying because she was saying that stats on a player can actually max out if you overwork them in the training spot.
Just wait here and Liocott me vacants, don't you know?
What? Make el damage? I gotta... The accents are very, very strong in this game. One of my favourite things about the last one was just seeing all the different accents in different places, but here they go to town. What she needs now is rest. She cannot be disturbed. Is it serious? That isn't your concern. Get back to the training ground now.
Coach Travis looked worried. I hope Cammy's alright.
Ooh, hello.
Was that Eric? What do you reckon, Mark? No sense in hanging about here all day. Fancy a spot of training?
Where'd Silvia get to? You're right, she's gone. But she was here just a minute ago.
Well, I don't reckon she'd have wandered back to the camp by herself. Let's ask a few folks.
It is so refreshing to have Scott? No! Shawn back on the team. I love voicing Shawn. I love his character. I love hearing his own in-game voice. I just really like Shawn Froste. If you do ask around, then they basically say she's outside. If you walk outside, she's there. Not difficult. Well, actually, no, she's not. It's Coach Hillman, to be fair, but that's still something important. So, she was talking about the American camp, which we, I guess, would disappear to ourselves very soon. Wonderful news. We can go to the American camp. That's joyous to know. And now you're having the same heart attack.mp4 as Cammy is.
I'm fit as a fiddle.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if Coach Hillman does die, then it'll stop all of that crap that's happening in the future with Team Ogre. I mean, that would kind of be a relief, would it not? I don't know what Coach Hillman's doing up there, but I've made it enough of a point. You can still take the current Coach Hillman seriously. So, although I don't have another Rari workout prepared, I think it'd probably be a better idea to go to the American camp in the next episode, and here we will put our brand new Shawn Froste to use by putting him in some training facilities. Now, unlike the previous training facilities which raise your stats, this gives you a choice between just gaining experience and gaining loads of experience. But loads of experience is locked behind a password. And there is no point in doing the normal EXP course when you can just use Google and uncover the password moreexp. That's the password which will get you in. So I will get more experience than I would have previously. So we'll hop in. This will probably take me a fair bit longer to complete. But it's also got more interesting people. Like, look who I'm about to take a shot on now, using Emperor Penguin number 3, seeing as we've just got it. Why not? We've even got Caleb Stonewall in the party. Slam it down. And yes, I'm sure you already saw, but it's Thomas Felt from Brainwashing and Dark Emperors. And I would imagine most of the random encounters in this training facility have slightly more interesting players. But, you know, I'd still rather hope for treasure chests. So, I'll see how much progress I can get into this. I'm not going to show every part of it, because you've already sat through one of these once. But look, this time, it's players from Occult. So, oh! And I get to show off Fighter, because it wasn't really, it wasn't really relevant back when we actually faced the cult. But look at Fighter. We've just met Giulio Acuto, the Jude Sharp clone. Is this guy not also a Jude Sharp clone? You can't see it as well in the game, so I don't think he has a ponytail here. But in the anime, I have put a picture on screen. It is just Jude's second clone, who actually predates Giulio Acuto. Oh, jeez, I mean, I know this is an experience course, so we're in here to gain experience, but crikey, I just want to complete it. I'm only showing it off as a formality. I do not need more experience, trust me, game. I've already done all the extra competitions, not those, but I've gone to Okinawa and all those places, Royal Academy, to do every optional match available, so I don't really need more experience. But this is an important feature, and we have at least leveled up Eternal Blizzard, so that's actually leveled up as far as it can go. So, well, I won't be using that anymore, will I? It's Legendary Wolf or Bust. Right, I'm done with the random encounters now. Right, next room. Let me guess, it's going to be another random encounter. It's a treasure chest, but there's 3 different directions to go in. Oh, this is clearly a much bigger task than the last one. Why'd I even come? Aha! I might actually be about to lose because I've ran out of goalkeeping TP on Mark. And he kicks the post. Oh, well, fair enough. I don't think any of you really needed to see me complete the Super Experience course, but can you see why that's not worth it? If I wanted experience, I would just play some extra competition route matches. Don't want to bother with that. So instead, there's one last thing I'm going to show off in this video, and that is apparently recruiting Kevin Dawes, who feels most comfortable in the closet. What does that tell you about a person? But anyway, I'm going to show you one more thing, and then in the next episode it'll be the American camp. Inazuma 11 3! Team Ogre attacks! The last thing I want to show off is actually in the Connect menu, which is mostly multiplayer, so I'm saving the rest for the end of the LP. Download from network I already did. But one thing I want to do in this video is actually dive into StreetPass Challenge, because in order for me to show off the StreetPass Challenge during the LP, I need to actually set it up first. So before you can turn StreetPass on, what you need to do is set your team, which is necessary to do in the second menu. So I need to build a Connect team, which is literally just going to be a case of copying my existing team over. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I had to wait until we got Shawn Froste back before I can do it, because I can't really see this roster of players changing at all. Now that we've got Frost, I think I've pretty much got my complete team at this point, because you can't recruit from anyone like England or Argentina, so I would have to find a random encounter that I really like, basically, for anything to change. So that could be my Connect team. I'll put them in a formation. I'm pretty content with that as a formation for StreetPass. So now, much later on into the project, I will actually StreetPass with somebody, and then they will receive that team on their end, as well as my StreetPass profile. So I have to think of a description. I'll just go for LP. There, that's pretty descriptive, wouldn't you think? Didn't have to put it in all caps, but we also get to pick a team name and a team emblem. Team Tail is actually a legit hashtag that some of my commenters use, so it would be silly for me to not use that. You only get 9 characters to choose from. Lots and lots of emblems. I'm gonna have to have a good old think. There's one of a TV that suits me fairly well. Lots of different actual players as well. There's seriously a strong choice. But I think, Shawn Froste looks pretty good. I know that Xavier's icon is the one I use in my own time. There's not really anything toastery exactly. That one's got 2010 on it to celebrate the Japanese year of this game's release. quite a while ago now. 7 years. Ah! That's so weird thinking about it. And you can even change the strip to any of the kits you've got so far. I think Team D kit, because I like the Orpheus kit and the Argentinian kits the most. Team D's probably the closest we can get. So that sets up my StreetPass profile. So now I just have to enable StreetPass, and then at the very end of the project I'll show off the multiplayer, and this will be part of it. So there you go. Thanks for tuning into this episode. I know not very much happened, but in the next episode we will go to the American camp to catch up with Silvia, and maybe Eric as well. Goodbye! Why did I think he was going to say bomb blast?